Hey guys, I'm Becca. Welcome back to Baking with Becca. Today we're baking a shortbread topped with white chocolate. I've decorated these especially for Gay Pride Month. Gay Pride Month is held in June every year. This is to commemorate the Stonewall Uprising, which was in June 1969. June 2020 will be the 50th anniversary of Gay Pride traditions. Pride is a time to reflect on how far the community has come and how much we have left to do. Remember, in some countries it's still illegal to be gay. If you want to help out the LGBT community and become an ally, I've left some links in the description box below underneath the recipe. This will lead you to more information on LGBT pride and why it's important. I've also left some petitions which you can sign. This will help the LGBT community to get where they need to be. No one should be judged on who they love. Without further ado, let's get baking.
Here's my LGBT shortbread. You don't need to do LGBT theme if you don't want to, you can just do white chocolate shortbread. To make the shortbread base, I'm combining the butter and the sugar together. I'm creaming them until they're well combined. Remember, all of the ingredients are in the description box below. Once you've creamed together the butter and sugar, you can add in the flour. The easiest way to combine this is with your hands using a rubbing motion. Keep going through the mix until all of the lumps are evened out. Next up, you need a clean surface and a rolling pin. Dust the rolling pin in flour and your work surface too. Bring your dough together so that it forms a ball. You can then roll this out to your desired thickness. You can use a cutter or a mug to cut out the circles. If you want to use a different shape, that's completely fine. Keep rolling out the dough and cutting out your shapes until you've run out. You may need to re-roll it into a ball a couple of times until you've completely finished with the mix. You may need to reflour your rolling pin a couple of times, just make sure you use a light dusting. Once you've finished, put them on a baking tray and put them in the fridge for half an hour prior to baking. After this 30 minutes, you can then sprinkle them with caster sugar evenly. Put them in the oven at 180 degrees for 10 to 15 minutes. You can take them out when the edges look slightly golden. Leave them to cool and then we're going to cover in white chocolate. If you're not going to be decorating them, you can use any chocolate you like because it doesn't matter about the background. Start off by melting your chocolate at 30-second intervals in the microwave. Once it's completely smooth, you can pour it on top of your biscuits and smooth it out. Leave them to set in the fridge until they're hard. Next up, we're adding a dash of pride. I'm using the primary colours red, yellow and blue to create my rainbow. You can mix them together to create the colours needed. All I've done is mix together water with icing sugar to the correct consistency and then added the amount of colour that I want. I'm then creating my design using a piping bag. I was doing this in a hot kitchen, so they are slightly smudged, but they're not going anywhere, so it doesn't matter. Bear this in mind while you're icing, and if you're using icing in a hot kitchen, you might want to make it slightly thicker so it doesn't run. I hope you enjoy these white chocolate shortbread biscuits. Please remember to click the links in the description box if you want to help the Gay Pride community this Pride Month. Also, hit the like button if you enjoyed this video and subscribe, turning on your notifications for future videos. Thanks for watching.